welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. Thank you so much for joining. If you're wondering why my background is a little bit different, it's because I'm currently at my mum's, so I hope the lighting is okay, because obviously in my own house I know exactly what the lighting looks like and where it's good to film and where it isn't, whereas in here I've just got my own room. This is my old room, and I just sort of set my camera up in front of the window and I'm just hoping for the best, so I hope the lighting looks okay. Anyway, so this morning me and my mum are actually going to go book shopping. So it is my birthday in 2 weeks, so excited, 1st of August. Oh my, well, am I excited though, because it's another year closer to 30 and I just don't know how I feel about that. My mum basically was like, what would you like for your birthday? And I was like, books. So we're going to go book shopping together. I haven't been back in my hometown for ages. I haven't been to the Waterstones here for ages. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Waterstones, The Works, WH Smith. We're just going to go all over and we're going to go book shopping. There are a couple of new releases that I really want to pick up as well. So I'm very excited. I'm going to take you guys along with me, obviously. It is such a lovely day today. It's supposed to be 29 degrees today, which is just perfect book shopping weather. I did make a list on my phone of all the books I'm after that I know that I can get in bookshops as opposed to having to order them off Amazon. So me and my mum, we're going to go birthday book shopping. I know I did recently do a book haul, but I feel like it was like maybe 2 months ago, and so I skipped out a month, and it's okay. It's okay. Just a quick reading update as well for you guys. I'm currently reading the Booktok series by Ashley N. Rostek, and I'm on the 2nd book. I devoured book 1 in literally like a day. This, I think, is my first Why Choose romance that I've read all year. Now I know Why Choose isn't for everybody, but it's one of my favourites because I love the dynamic, not even just because of the spice, to be honest. I love the dynamic between the group. I love having the 4 MMCs that you fall in love with them all separately because they've got very different and distinct personalities. You've always got like the quiet brooding one. You've always got the cheeky one, the fun one. Like, I just love the dynamics of a Why Choose group so much. I like having more main characters and things. So I can't believe this is the first one I've read all year, but this one is so good. The plot in it is incredible. Quick spoiler-free roundup is about a girl who loses her family. The serial killer that unalived all of her family, he's unhealthily obsessed with her. He is now on the loose, so she managed to get away from him. He's now on the loose. She has to go into witness protection, and then when they relocate her with a new identity and everything to start her new life, her next door neighbours are the 4 brothers. So there's 2 twins, and then they're all brothers, but 2 of them are twins as well. They're my favourites, Creed and Colt. I love them so much, and I'm just having the best time with it. I cannot put it down. Each book is only about 250 to 280 pages, which is just a perfect length. There are 4 books in the series and I am obsessed with it. The most beautiful covers as well, but I thought I would just give you a quick reading update because I am loving it, and if you haven't started the Booktok series then you really, really need to. And also, whilst it's labelled a dark romance, in terms of like triggers and content warnings, I don't think it's that dark. It's one that if you haven't really dipped your toes into a lot of dark romance, I actually, so far, because I only read 1 book and 20 pages of book 2, but so far you could definitely read this. I also recently read Belladonna, and you guys, I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars and it was a struggle. It took me over a week to read. I had to really push through. I should have just DNF'd it, but I really wanted to get to the end because everybody says it gets better in the last 20%, and guys, that book just was not it for me. I have got a full review of it on my Goodreads, but yeah, I don't know, I feel like for some reason it just wasn't... I know it's meant to be like a historical gothic fantasy romance. I didn't like the Regency storyline. I didn't feel like it worked well with the murder mystery storyline. I thought it was really slow. I thought it was extremely boring, and I didn't really feel like there was any, you know, considering we're talking about a murder mystery here, I didn't feel like there was any urgency. I didn't feel like any of our characters were ever in any danger, or like there was any need to even just really find out what was going on. It was just all a bit flat, and everybody says that the audiobook is so much better, and I can kind of picture it because it's 3rd POV, but it's not the kind of 3rd POV where you still feel like you're in their head. And I did say in my Goodreads review, books that I feel like do this really well are the Darkverse series and A Court of Silver Flames. This is not that kind of 3rd person. You genuinely feel like you're being read like a storybook to you. So this is why I can imagine people like the audiobook more, but I wasn't about to spend a credit on an audiobook or buy the audiobook for like £8, £14 or whatever it is that people pay for audiobooks. I just can't get into them. So yeah, that's my little reading update for you guys. Didn't love Belladonna, but currently reading Booktok and having the best time ever. I also read Little Stranger by Lee Rivers, and That dark romance was dark romancing. Oh my god, I gave that 4 stars. That was a great fun read. I can't wait for the second book of that to come out. That was incredible. Right, so let's go and get some new books. Let's go book shopping. Let's go wander around some bookshops. I am so excited. I feel like it's been a while since I've been in a bookstore and I miss it. So let's go book shopping. Wow, it is so hot outside, and I'm saying that wearing a denim jacket. I don't know why I put a denim jacket on. I think I just thought the weather app might be lying to me, because the weather in the UK, it likes to lie. There will be times I'll be looking at my weather app and it will say torrential rain, but it will literally just be, I wouldn't say sunny, but you know, cloudy outside, and it's definitely not raining. There'll be other times where it says to me it's going to be sunny all day and I leave my house and it pisses it down with rain on me. So I thought the app was lying. It definitely wasn't. I'm very hot. So just got back from town. I have to say, I do think the book shopping in Nottingham, where I live currently, even though I am going to be moving, but all those life updates will be coming in upcoming vlogs, but is better up there compared to back down here in Sussex. So unfortunately that means I'm probably just going to have to get trains to London to go book shopping. What a shame. But I managed to get a great selection of books thanks to my wonderful mother. There were a couple of books that I was really after that I couldn't find, and she's very kindly said she's going to go onto my Amazon wish list and grab those for me, which is just so sweet of her. But I found some really good deals. I've got some really good books. I've got a lot of books that I've got a whole series. I'd say it's not been on my radar because the first book has. But I went into the works and they had a deal on which was 3 books for £6, and the whole series was in that offer. So I was like, that's just a no-brainer. So I've just picked up the most random series as well. But I've got some books that I went in for, some other random books. Very excited. Let me show you guys what I got. Also, right, I got a bubble tea. Now, I've never had a bubble tea in my life. And I just walked past it and I thought, you know what? I really want to try that. So I just went for a safe bet because I like peach iced tea. So I got a passion fruit one with popping blueberry. So those balls are like blueberry flavoured. I can't speak. Those balls are blueberry flavoured. That is a tongue twister. So I'm going to try my first ever bubble tea with you guys because I've never had one before and I'm spilling it a little bit. I mean, on The Sims they have bubble tea. I'm really exposing myself here now. I am an avid Sims player. The biggest flex that I have is that I have every single Sims 4 expansion pack. All of them. The stuff packs, the game packs, the expansion packs. Because yes, there's multiple different types of packs you can get. I love The Sims. I remember once, I'm really exposing myself here, but once I made Zaid Meadows and Addie on The Sims and I played them. And I moved them into a world that I could find that was the closest to what I picture the haunting Adeline world to be in. Yeah. Why was I talking about The Sims again? Oh, because you can get bubble tea on The Sims. So let's try this. They give you a giant straw as well because obviously the bubble things need to go up them. Okay, I mean, what do I do here? Oh my god. That is insane. Those bubbles pop so much easier than I thought they would. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. That is incredible. That tastes unreal. That tastes... That's going to overtake matcha for me. That is going to be my new drink of choice whenever I go into town. How is this not more of a thing? Like, everybody drinks matcha and stuff. How is this not more of a thing? Because this is insane. Wow. That's absolutely just blown my mind. Anyway, to the books now. My mum didn't let me get any cute... She's a bag for life girl. So my bag is not very aesthetic, but I do actually have, because I come down to my mum's, a bag from the Works. You know, when you go into the Works, you can get a bag for life from them. I've got one of their bags for life, which I'm going to have to exchange out for my thumbnail because there's no way I'm going to hold up a Tesco bag for life. No way. So I picked up 8 books. Get that out of there. So we'll go through the really random series that I decided to pick up. So if anybody is familiar with Filthy Rich Vampires, which is by Geneva Lee, I bought the whole entire series because they just had it in a deal in the Works, and I didn't even realise there was a whole series. I'm not holding these in order, but I got the whole series because why not? This is very, I wouldn't say very poorly reviewed on Goodreads, but I feel like it's very mixed reviews. I think a lot of people are just like, you know, it is what it is. It's just kind of like, a bit like Twilight, you know, that kind of romance, which is, we love it because we love vampires, but it's kind of cheesy. It's probably not the best, probably not the most amazingly written, but I just feel like the fact that all these books all together cost me £7.50. I love vampire romance, I love Twilight, I love Vampire Diaries, I love Vampire Academy, I love all of that stuff. So if anything is going to be anything like that, then fine. I don't know if this is dark romance, I don't know if this is contemporary vampire romance, I have no idea. I've just had to shut the window because I could hear someone like mowing or strimming, so I'm really sorry if the audio was picking that up whilst I was talking before this. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know if this is contemporary romance, dark romance, I don't know. But I love vampires. I don't mind if it's a little bit cheesy. Sometimes I don't want to have to pay attention too much. I just want something easy, fun. And vampires are always fun. So yeah, I picked up all of them. So I've got Second Right, which is the second book, Filthy Rich Vampires, which is obviously book 1, then book 3, which is 3 Queens, and then the last book, which is For Eternity. Next up, I obviously had to pick up Reckless because that was one of the books that I was definitely going in my mind. I was like, I need to find Reckless, and obviously it was everywhere. I picked up Reckless. I love Powerless, and I haven't yet read Powerful. So I think I'm going to read Powerful and Reckless in an upcoming reading vlog together. This is a lot smaller than Powerless. Like, Powerless was quite a big book, but this is a lot shorter, which I don't actually mind because I actually found it not difficult to get through Powerless because I was loving it, but for me, like 500 to 600 page books, that's where they start to become a bit long. So I'm happy that this one's a bit shorter. And I also picked Caught Up by Liz Tomford. I have not yet read anything in this series. I haven't read Mile High or Right Move, but I hear only good things, and I do need to start getting a little bit more contemporary romances or hockey romances or stuff like that, lighter romances on my shelves, because I know I always say I reach for dark romance, but I think it's because the sort of contemporary romances that I like to read, I don't have that many of them. Like, I've got Elsie Silver's Chestnut Springs series, but I don't love it, so I don't reach for it. I've got a couple Lauren Asher books still yet to read. Don't love Lauren Asher, so don't reach for her. I can't think off the top of my head any other contemporary romance authors I've got got books of theirs that I can read, but I do know that I've really been enjoying the Playing for Keeps series by Becca Mack, which is hockey romance. And I don't know if this is necessarily hockey romance, but these are definitely sports romances. And I just thought I'd pick up the other one because why not? Do you know what's annoying me though? Is that since I got book 1 and 2, well, it doesn't annoy me that she's been published, obviously not. But what annoys me is when authors get published, the books don't match height. So I'm gonna have to get this one and then play along in the same. So I'm gonna have to have 2 tall ones, 2 short ones. So in my mind, that's an even distribution. Next up, I picked up Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I've only read Bride by Ali Hazelwood, even though I own pretty much every single one of her other books. But I've actually heard people say that this one is quite spicy for Ali Hazelwood, and a lot of people say that's why they didn't love that book, but for me, the more spice the better. If you're going to give me contemporary romance, let's definitely spice it up some more. I have heard that it swaps between POVs, like first and third POV. I think that's this book, which I can't really get my head around that. That's a little bit weird to me. We'll have to see. So that's Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and the last book that I got, this is super random, but it's because this book was part of like a 2 for maybe like £9 or something offer. Actually in Tesco. Let's not sleep on the British supermarkets, guys. Let's not do that because they are actually so good. But then I picked up this really random thriller called Everyone is Lying by, is it Shari Lapina? I don't know if I've said that right. Shari Lapina, I don't know. I'm really sorry if I've butchered that name. But anyway, I remember about 3 years ago when I just decided I was going to be reading many books a month instead of just a couple of books a month. I actually had a lot of her books in my Amazon cart. This is before I'd really discovered dark romance and things like that, when I was just reading contemporary thriller, fantasy. And I had loads of her books in my Amazon cart. Then I got onto BookTok about 2.5 years ago and I never really looked back. And you don't see stuff like this really unless you're on Thriller Talk, which I am not. That's not really, my algorithm doesn't cater towards that. So when I saw this, there was 2 of her books that were in Tesco, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to pick one up and try one because I do really like a thriller. I feel like you can literally get through a thriller in a day. I recently read a thriller called, well, it was a sci-fi thriller called Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. It was incredible. I devoured it in a day. I could not put the book down. So I definitely want to pick up the thrillers I've got on my shelves. I'm going to do reading thrillers for a week as a vlog. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I picked this up. This was the one that I thought sounded the best out of the 2 that were there. So yeah, Everyone Here is Lying, and I think it's about somebody who goes missing. All the neighbours get involved, but all the neighbours' stories don't match up, people aren't telling the truth and things like that, and it just sounds really fun. So yeah, so that's everything that I got in my book shopping haul. There are going to be a couple more books, but that will be coming in my up and coming birthday haul because I've just basically asked for Amazon vouchers or books off my Amazon wish list. So there will be another book haul coming, which will probably be more predominantly stuff that you can get on Amazon, like the indie published authors and things like that, because there are so many books there as well. But I am very excited about these books. I'm actually going to leave them here. I'm not even going to take them back to Nottingham with me because I'm literally coming back here in about 5 weeks. So I'm going to leave them here in the bookshelves that I've got here. It's going to be very interesting trying to fit all of my bookshelves into my room. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. So that might be an interesting vlog. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Mini update, mini book shopping vlog, mini reading update. So it's a 3-in-1. What can I say? Anyone has read Filthy Rich Vampires, please let me know. Either way, whether it's good or not, because Goodreads is a bit hit and miss. I'm seeing 2-star reviews and 4-star reviews and 5-star reviews. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming content, and I will see you in my next video.